quick recap of last session?
Yes, of course, I'm just going to it right now. Well, last time in Doraken. Upon visiting the headquarters of the Red Shields, in order to hand over the criminals Eritari and Nikasha to local law enforcement, the hounds were placed under arrest by the orders of the mayor, Logan Powell. Fortunately, due to their friendship with the local lord, Lord Damien Korrowski, the party was instead placed into the custody of Lord Damien's personal servant, Kenna Westerbarn. At the Korrowski Estate, the party was informed that Dame Winifred Holloway of Evergern, also known as the Owlbear Knight, would appear at the mansion potentially the next day, and Esben decided to stay in order to talk with this lady because he was quite keen in knowing more about Evergern, which is your destination to the south.
Sure.
Meanwhile, the rest of the party decided to venture towards the mayor's office there to talk with the mayor in order to see if they could broker some kind of deal that could prove their innocence as well as earn them a reward. And the mayor told the party that if they would investigate as to why the gravekeeper Ezekiel, the lich responsible for safekeeping the underground necropolis, had fallen silent, he would be willing to pay for the airship tickets to Evergern, which would otherwise have been quite expensive. It became quite clear that something was amiss inside the crypt, because when you arrived, the two guards stationed there were frozen in time, as well as Ezekiel, by an unknown powerful spell, and suddenly animated suits of armour began to attack the party. However, the threat was quickly disposed of, and you were left to ponder on how to cure this chronostasis. Spark came with the brilliant idea that you could bring the lich to the Church of Arkan. Oh, you all agreed.
Not me, I wasn't there.
True. He told that maybe we should bring him to the Church of Arkan, where the priest could look into this chronostasis and potentially a cure. However, as soon as the lich left the premise of the crypt, he turned to dust.
Oops.
And
Boom, boom, boom.
in one word, you were left gobsmacked. Owning up to the partial success, the party informed the mayor of what had happened to Ezekiel and told him that they would venture back into the crypt there to safekeep the phylactery in order to await the time where Ezekiel would be reconstituted to undeath. Not wanting to get lost in the Byzantine underground passage of the necropolis, the party had the local diviner in Mira guide them through the maze. However, when she was just outside the room where the phylactery was kept safe, she told there was a dark presence inside, and Bramblane snuck a peek inside where he saw a mysterious man leaving through a swirling portal. He also saw that there were a couple of animated suits, as well as Drogal, the paladin, or rather Blackguard, who they had encountered inside High Point Keep back in Tewkspire. And not wanting him to escape along with this man, Panan quickly cast successfully Whole Person, preventing the dwarf from leaving through the portal that just disappeared. And a grueling fight ensued, with several party members being either knocked unconscious or beaten to a bloody pulp during their struggles. Nevertheless, the Hounds of War emerged victorious. However, they were unsure what to do next. They talked about maybe visiting the church, maybe visiting the mayor. You're not quite sure at this point. And that was where we left off.
Right, I kill him.
Excuse me?
I kill him.
Who?
The guy we captured.
He's dead. You killed him
I
last
don't think
time.
we captured anything. I think,
No, everything is
I
dead.
think everything's dead.
But you guys killed him?
Yeah, you killed
I
him.
was just kidding,
I
guys.
think you killed him.
Why did I kill... I'd like to unkill him. Okay, so... We've beaten a couple suits of armor, and the black guy's dead.
Yeah, Blackguard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the phylactery's been stolen.
Yeah, indeed. You believe that it was taken by this mysterious man.
Tits. Does the blackguard, does he have anything on him? Can I search his...
Certainly, yeah. Make an investigation check.
Tits. 12.
12. You see a warhammer giving off this vile energy. Although you don't believe it's true magic as much as just being in the mere presence of this blackguard's foul energies, as well as a superior suit of armor. You believe that it might be even +1.
Is it gnome-sized?
Well, if it suits a dwarf, so yeah, it might need some refitting in order to
But if it's magical, doesn't it automatically fit people?
Again, for magic, but I don't know about +1 if that is...
It's not magical.
Okay, yeah, certainly.
True.
Yeah.
Magical
For the sake of brevity, yeah, sure. If you put it on, it will start to reshape to your body.
Brandy, do you mind if I take a magical piece of armor?
Why do you ask me? Why don't you ask
I will ask everyone else. You first.
What kind of armor is this?
It's a black armor with like spikes at the pauldrons.
It's like sort of real goth-like.
Yeah.
Like what type? If you kind of had to maybe
heavy armor,
assign it like a weight. Yeah. Yeah. Well, I could wear heavy armor, but then I wouldn't be able to cast spells. But it maybe feels like after this battle, that wouldn't really matter all that much. No, you can have it.
Okay. Does anyone else have any objections?
I believe that maybe I should bear it. Spark says.
Spark, you're made out of armor, right?
That was a joke. Am I doing this correctly?
No.
Oh.
Not even a little bit, I say that. I start stripping naked. It's just D&D.
No, Spark, leave the comedy to the professionals. You know, we keep you around for history.
And you hear Pennon in the distance like, yeah!
Oh boy.
Oh, right, somebody need healing?
Yeah, basically.
Darby, I think you remember back to a minute ago, you used everything you had.
I used all,
I believe you have one spell slot left.
That is one more than...
That's 100% more than I have.
Do I have...
You have used all of your lay of hands.
Testicles. Well, I'll go ahead and cast a quick cure on anyone who is most fucked.
Who is most fucked?
Well,
I think it probably is Pannon.
Either Pannon, Jace, or Finian. One of those three.
But none of us are in critical condition.
But you could also take a short rest and use some of hit dice instead.
You have them.
Oh, how does that work?
Boy. Alright, so if you take a short rest, we can roll. We have a pool of hit dice in a little hit dice box. It's 1 per level.
Oh.
Whatever your hit die is as a paladin.
I believe 1d10 or 1d12.
So you have 4d10 hit dice.
Yeah.
And you can roll, on a short rest, you can roll as many as you want.
Yeah.
Add your constitution modifier to each one, and you get that amount of health back.
Jesus, that's a lot.
And then, when you've used the pool, then with every long rest, you get half of your pool back or something?
Okay, cool.
Or something? Percentage? Or,
yeah, I believe it's like half.
What the room we're in right now, what does it look like?
Again, it's quite Spartan in its appearance. It's basically just a hollow room with a couple of torches.
One entrance, one exit?
Actually there are a couple of exits, but you believe they lead further into the necropolis. But Emira tells you, she tells you that she can easily guide you out again if you need.
Can she lead us somewhere where we can quickly take a rest, where we're not going to be out maneuvering?
You believe that you have taken care of all the threats in the area.
I mean, as far as we know, this room is as safe as any other room.
Yeah.
At least this one killed everything in it.
I just meant if we find a room that only has one entrance, then we could...
Does this room have only one entrance?
No, there's the room or the passage where you came from behind you, and then there's a couple of exits leading further inside. But through the entrance, there's only basically...
I mean, we could also just decide to get out of here, and then short rest topside.
How long did it take us to get in here?
It took you about 10 minutes to walk from...
yeah, then let's GTFO.
We do that.
I bring the guy we killed.
Yeah.
I wrap him in my cloak.
That's a good idea. Maybe bring some of this... there's still pieces of...
there's still the...
sort of armor stuff. That won't prove anything. Because it's all in there now.
Yeah, do you believe maybe the design could help, but other than that, it's just still a piece of armor.
Just bring this guy.
But wouldn't you be able to do some kind of... I mean, is there a magic mumbo-jumbo... At least prove that it's been animated recently, if not, maybe...
There will probably be some lingering spell left in the armor, but...
I'd take some of the pieces of armor and shove it into the bag of gold.
Yeah.
Here you go.
Yep.
Thanks, James.
You're welcome. Well, let's get out of here.
You're right, Jace. How are
Yeah,
you doing? No, just kidding. I don't give a fuck.
I'm doing fine.
Nice. Tell me something about yourself, Jace. Some sort of part of your backstory, or some private details, or just something where I think, ooh, that's something Jace would say.
I dye my hair magically.
Really?
Yeah, indeed. Again, I have frosted tips that don't come naturally.
Frosted tips. Alright, so we leave.
Okay, so you leave through the various passages and outside the crypt. Where are you heading?
Just out. I think
Let's get to the. Well, we have room at the inn, right?
At the inn, but you have been put into house arrest at the Korrowski Estate.
Then let's go to the place where we're meant to be.
Okay, you're heading towards the Korrowski Estate, talking between yourself like what have happened and what your next steps should be, and some of you are like pondering whether or not the mayor will actually pay for your tickets now at this point. But suddenly, as you're walking through an alley, smoke starts to appear and you start to feel wobbly. Your sight becomes blurry. Some of you start to put your hands up against the walls trying to get the grasp, but everything turns slow and weird and...
I knew we shouldn't have taken an alley.
Well, roll new characters, everybody.
Yes. No, actually, I would like you to roll initiative just to see something.
Hey! 22 on a natural 20.
What thing?
6.
Okay. That way, you woke up as the first person. You start to feel your sight come back. You have not a headache per se, but like everything is dull. And when you come to yourself, you notice 3 things. 1, your armor and your equipment are gone. 2, a couple of shackles have been placed around your feet. And 3, you're inside a small cell along with that Bramlane on top of a bed of moldy hay inside a cramped cell. And you see 5 other cells in the vicinity through the bars.
Well, luckily they used regular person shackles on me as I slipped my legs out of them.
Damn humans.
And as you start to like get your bearings, then Bramlane comes.
I poked Bramlane.
Ah! Oh! Wait! Is all my shit gone as well? My clothes as well? Am I naked?
No, you still have your like basic clothes, but you don't. Your armor's gone.
Okay. Has this been a long rest?
Yeah, I knew you would ask. Yeah, you believe so. You feel again.
Yeah.
You have been knocked out long enough that all your magical energies have restored.
Cool. Now, here's the. So, okay, I say wake up, and I wake up and I sort of grab myself. Is my spell book there? That's the most important thing.
No, it's not.
Yeah. Fuck. Fair enough. Hey, Davri. So, what? Is this your fault? Have you done something again?
Why are you assuming just because we got knocked out in an alley and we end up half naked, locked up, that it's my fault? It only happened to me 5 times. Okay, that's.
5 times.
I feel like you're being judgmental right now.
Oh boy.
That's quite low.
Alright, okay, I look around. So 5 other cells?
Yeah, 2 of the cells you can see that they are open and there's like a trail of hay, like somebody has been walking out of them or been more likely dragged out.
Okay. Are they all empty though?
Yeah.
Ah.
And
am I also shackled?
Yeah, on your feet and not on your hands.
Oh, okay.
And you can see to what must be the left of you can see a large wooden door blocking the room where all these cells are inside.
I test the shackles to get a feel of...
Yeah, you do believe, again, these are basically like these wooden shackles where you know, where there's like these 2 holes and they're clamped together with a lock.
Yeah.
On his feet?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, are the same with me?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'll just use, I don't know, minor alchemy to turn whatever metal is in them into something that isn't that.
Yeah, you usually do so.
Sandstone, wood, shitty wood.
Also wood, like. Yeah, you do so.
I turn them into oak. Fuck.
And
I cocked up
I turn them into something worse. No, yeah. All right. Yeah. I do that.
Also, I would like you both to roll medicine checks.
Ooh.
This is to discern what kind of
I can do
gas has been used on
Go
you.
team.
18.
18. Oh,
20.
damn. You're both pretty sure that the reason that you are awake at this point, again, you're not sure for how long you've been knocked unconscious, but seeing at least 8 hours, you believe that it's due to your high constitution. There's like a dwarf with resistance to poison and a gnome, also known for the hardy constitution. You believe that you have woken up on yourself, it probably, without an antidote, is due to your racial benefits.
This is my first time getting roofied.
I fucking hate fantasy cyanide. Wait, no, cyanide. Chloroform. Fantasy chloroform.
I like to imagine the only reason why we two are awake is because the majority of the gas rose slightly above our heads.
Okay, so have I successfully turned?
Yeah, easily.
Okay, can I just?
Yeah. Make a strength check.
Sure.
Can I help, or do we do it?
I'm actually okay. 15.
15. Yeah, you again.
Yeah.
And it's broken.
Oh. Well, pleasure doing business with you, Davri. See you around. How do I get out of it? I'm just kidding.
Okay.
I start doing the same with.
Yeah, with the lock.
Wait, they're made out of wood.
The shackles weren't made out of wood, but with a metal clasp.
So I could light them on fire.
Yeah.
Nah, I'll minor alchemy them as well.
Good idea, seeing as you're lying on a bed of hay.
Holy hay, though.
Yeah, true.
And I'm immune to fire.
I've decided now.
I'm sure that says that somewhere. Yeah, so I'll start doing the same.
Indeed. Yeah, the same thing happens to your shackles, Davri.
Yep.
And you just...
Cool. Yeah. Crack them open.
No.
Now we need to get out of here.
Right, so we're still in the cell.
Yeah.
Is there a hole? Is it like a wooden door, or is it bars? Or?
It's bars with like a almost box-like where the lock is to clasp the door to the other bars.
Okay, so a few options.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we could just start calling for help. Like it's a trap.
Yeah.
I know that sort of defeats. No, I think that works. So like, oh, one of us is dying.
Yeah.
And then the other one, oh, scream for help, someone's dying in here. That's one option. And then when they come in, we ambush them, because it looks like we're still shackled up, but we're not.
Yeah.
The other option is I turn the bars into something malleable. You would think with such magical knowledge of alchemy, I would actually know what things are, but I don't.
What about turning them to like willow?
Sure. Whatever the fuck that is.
Tea.
Oh, I'm from underground. I don't know what trees are.
Oh.
But so that would also be an option. I guess I could do the same with the lock. I could light the lock on fire.
Well,
These are all magic things.
How do you be able to see what it is you're turning into?
Hmm?
Do you be able to see what it is you're?
Yes.
Okay.
I think I should have, actually. I think I also have to be able to touch it.
You have to be able to. Okay.
Interact with it. Fingers.
Yeah. Then how about you turn a couple of the bars into willow or something, and we'll then.
I also have several illusions I could use. Invisibility. That would help with the ambush. Or mirror image. That could be more of us.
Huh.
No, more of me.
Well,
Not you.
I mean, I think should we try to go with sneaking, and then if that doesn't work, we'll fall back on illusions.
Okay. Yeah.
So
Alright, so how close are the bars to each other?
They're about half a foot between, basically.
Alright, so we'd have to remove at least
two of them.
Yeah, you believe so. Especially for a dwarf, yeah. Two probably.
Fat,
No, more like you're broad and stout.
Rotund.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll start working on them, and then you can sort of maybe.
I'll keep a lookout.
Oh yeah, do that. Maybe work on breaking them as well.
Okay.
I don't exactly know what mine alchemy exactly looks like. Maybe I'm taking things out of my bag.
It starts to
sprinkle stuff on it.
That is
lick it.
But it's not too bad that your bag is gone.
Maybe I can.
So this entire time we've still been locked up.
You do believe that even just brute strength you could have broken out of the shackles.
We're having like hallucinations because sad.
No boy. So yeah, I'm just doing that. Maybe I'm licking it a bit.
Yeah. Again,
Tastes like iron.
Brandine does his thing, and a couple of Minutes later, there's now 2 willows replacing the bars.
Magic!
I just mentioned as you're doing that. I slip up between the bars to keep an eye. It's like, no one's coming.
Oh, cool. Alright, let's break these willow bars. Willow bars.
Basically, it is so easy. Again, the only thing that's dangerous is the fact that it might slap you back when.
Yeah, we could turn into rubber. That's a type of tree. Has South America been discovered at this point?
Well,
turn them into chocolate. No, let's vamoose this caboose, as they say in Dwarven.
okay, so you leave through the door from the room.
Mm-hmm.
When you get outside, you see 2 ways. You see one way leading to the left and one to the right, where you can see it goes to a cross, basically.
Okay. Is this a dungeon environment?
Yeah.
Is this
You do believe from just the sears and cold air and so forth that you are below ground.
Okay.
I'd like to use my dwarven stone cutting.
Yes.
To find out some more information regarding the masonry in this dungeon. It doesn't actually do that, but I have advanced. I'm proficient in history when I look at masonry, stonework. But I'm already proficient in history, so
You're proficient in history when you stare at rocks. It's a great ability.
I actually never noticed that I'm already proficient in history, so there's no advantage to it. Well, 27.
Jesus fucking Christ. Well, you can tell from the fact that these are like yellow bricks that have been used that this is more recent. This is not like centuries old. This is
new dungeon.
You believe just from the state of the stone and so forth that, well, it might have been 50, maybe 60 years old.
Okay. Is it human made?
Yeah, you believe so. Or at least human.
I throw it up in my mouth a little bit.
This is called craftsmanship, yeah.
To the left, you said there was
Yeah, a cross. You can see one leading straight
right and nothing to the left, or is it just straight down to the left?
To the left, you can see it takes a turn, and to the right, you can see it goes to the cross, and then to a T-cross further ahead.
I'm saying left.
There's not any hay out here.
No, again, it stopped inside the room of the prison cells.
Left it is.
Very well.
As we're going, I'm keeping my eyes out for anything I can use as a makeshift weapon.
Yeah, certainly.
Oh, yeah. Oh, this is something that people sometimes do. Can I feel a breeze?
No, not really. It's quite stale down in wherever you are. So you go to the left. Very well. Mm-hmm. You come to a door on your right, and then you can see that the passageway takes a turn to the also right further ahead down some stairs.
So we'll check to the door.
Just a second. I'm just going to actually just scroll this out a little bit.
Yeah.
We went to the left, and that was the one that just went.
And then there's a door on our right side, and then it turns to the right a little afterward.
Yeah.
I'm so confused. Never mind. Yeah, sure. Let's do that one thing.
Yeah. Very well.
Do we open the door?
Oh, is there no straw out here?
There's no straw on the ground.
Okay. I go back to our cell. I grab a handful of straw, and then I drop a couple as we make turns.
Certainly. Okay, I'm just gonna. Yes. So right now you have made a trail of straw to the door where you are.
But very.
Yeah, again, it's basically like hidden in the edges of the
exactly
of the wall.
and mostly on the we turned here.
Yeah.
Thing. Yeah. We go to the door. Check the door.
Okay. Open the door.
Listen first, and then.
Okay, make a perception check.
Nope.
What do your gnomish ears hear?
This is a door. 5.
I lick it. Is it a door?
It is a door made of wood.
Okay.
You can hear that it's a door made of wood.
If it had been of stone, we could have read history.
I need to know the history of this door.
Very well.
No. Is there a keyhole in this door?
No, this is basically like these doorknobs where there's like a circle where you can pull out.
Oh, yeah, okay, makes sense. So it's not. So yeah, it could be locked. Or it could be. And then say
you don't believe it's locked. It's not like like.
I push it open. Wait.
Yeah. You have to open it out towards you.
Trap?
Certainly. In
Fox,
Yeah.
aid me.
you see like a tattoo on Brandon's neck that starts to slightly glow as he touches it, and he now has advantage on his investigation check.
Yep. Okay. Oh, yeah. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Yeah. 17.
You don't sense any traps in the near vicinity of where you are.
Smell any traps? I think we're okay. And I just very gently pull the door slightly open and just sort of.
Okay, make a stealth check.
That's 7.
Well, I rolled a 1. And you open the door slightly. Inside, you see 2 humanoid creatures sitting on a table across each other, like hissing. It appears. I don't know, what kind of language do you speak?
All of them? No.
All of them?
I speak common, Morgan, undercommon.
Okay, you don't understand what they're talking to each other. However, you do realize quite quickly that they have like patches of scales on their arms, and also one of them on his cheeks. And you notice one of them when he speaks, like when he's hissing one of the words, you see a forked tongue come out and back.
So Alastair the player knows what this is, because he has intimate knowledge of snakes. But does Brandon question? What's I got to roll? No.
History.
As always, the intro and outro music were by David Szesztay, whereas the other pieces were by Kevin MacLeod. Links can be found in the description below. Be sure to like and subscribe to our channel, and we will see you next time in Doraken.